To demonstrate the root and tip thickness attributes, we're going to make a piñata. So open up Lesson 21, Thickness, and you're going to see a very simple polygon object here, and this is the shape of a simple piñata that we're going to dress. And we'll go ahead and add a default. It doesn't really matter. We're going to tweak it out anyways. Okay, so there's our hair system, and let's go ahead and render this out, see what we get. It's just going to take a couple seconds, so I'll just talk through it. And it's going to be very thin hairs. So what we want to do is increase the thickness. Okay, I'll store this. Increase the thickness of the root and the tip, so we end up with like a piece of paper as our final look. So we'll have this selected. We're going to go to the root thickness. I'll increase this to 2. And let me go ahead and render that just so you see the difference. So this will be just the root. The tip is going to be left. And essentially what we're doing is we're creating like a little triangle shape where the root is a certain thickness, the tip is a certain thickness, and based on that we get the look of hair. So here is before and here is after. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the tip thickness to 2 as well. Now, as you know, we don't have to actually go through and scale all of these. So let me first go into component mode and take a look at our guide hairs. Let's comb this down. There we go. And with our brush, let's puff this back out. And we'll get ourselves a big brush here. We'll kind of puff these out. And we'll go ahead and do a little bit of stand on end. Okay, very nice. And let's go back to our attributes. And we'll adjust the scale. So remember, we don't have to use the brush's scale system anymore. We can use the slider, and let's render this. Now this is not going to give us a very the colors that we want, but it's going to give us the shape. And think of this as a little piñata that they have for birthdays and things like that. There we go. So all that's left to do is add a little bit of color to this, and we'll go down here to the tip color. We'll go ahead and plug in a ramp, and let's see here. I don't really want green, so I'll make this red, white, and blue just to be patriotic here. Okay, there we go. And the tip color, we'll want to make it set to white so it inherits all of that. For the root color, here's a little trick. You can type in the name of the node, hit enter, and it will go ahead and connect it. So we just connected ramp 2 down here. No problem. We'll go ahead and choose the root color there. And then my hue variation, I'm going to set this down to just something like 1. Okay, I don't want a lot there. And all we have left to do is tweak the scale of the hairs themselves. So this is a very quick and easy way of creating a funny looking piñata if you had to generate something like this. Let me actually drop the scale just a little bit on this. And I want to adjust the ramp as well. Give ourselves a little bit more color. Okay, there we go. And let's adjust the scale a little bit more. Okay, one final look here at our piñata. And like I said, depending on what kind of character you need, this was a really neat example to demonstrate root and tip thickness. And there you go. So an easy way of creating an object like this.